It's December 10th, 2024. Welcome. We're on podcast 319 with Mr. John Jeckovich. We're reading his book, Their Mother's Sons. How are you doing today, Mr.
We're doing very well, thank you.
You're looking well.
Yeah.
New pants, sweatshirt.
Oh, new pants. Come on.
You got running out of space where you put all this stuff. A different pair every day, which is very nice. So how are you feeling today?
Good.
I heard you had a very special visitor.
Amber, yeah.
What a lovely girl.
Yeah, she's a good heart. She is good.
What a big heart that kid has.
Yeah.
She comes here for 3 or 4 hours a day to visit you at your home. She reads the Bible to you. She does videos with you. She does crossword puzzle to you. I don't think you can find a kinder young lady.
Yeah.
I really, honestly, God, I don't think you'll find a kinder young lady. She's a full-time missionary, been surfing since 10 years old, and she surfed all around the world. And then for kids that don't have a fairly decent home life, some kids that might be forgotten, she just volunteers to teach kids to surf.
Yeah.
Surfing's a wonderful thing that you could have from 10 years old to 90. It's nothing that you have to quit in 10 or 15 years. So Amber's surfed all around the world, and coming up is Australia. She'll be Australia summers will be beginning in a month and a half, and I'm sure Amber will be there for 2 months. Prior to that, she'll be in Hawaii and Martinique. But it's interesting. Luckily, Amber lives right on the ocean. And she can roll out of bed, literally roll out of bed and be surfing. But I guess at these times, the waves aren't big enough.
No.
So a true surfer like Amber, she chases the surf.
Yeah.
She chases surf. Very nice young lady, never a cross word to anybody. And now she left here, she's at Bible studies from morning and at night. And she's got a good word to say about everybody and everything. So I'm very glad she came by and visit you again. Do you have a nice time visiting, Amber?
Oh, yeah, she's smart. She's smart.
Very special, isn't she? Very special. So we're on chapter 22. This is Wedding Jitters and a New Life. Mr. John Jeckovich was with Company H, the 2nd Battalion, the 291st Regiment of the 75th Infantry Division of the U.S. Army during World War II. Mr. Jeckovich's motto is yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. What's your dog tag number?
42965.
Okay, that will open up the laptop so we can start reading his book. Every day I get a text. Where do you buy the book?
You don't buy it.
You don't buy it. You can listen to all these podcasts for free, and we go chapter to chapter to chapter, and you listen to the author, Mr. John Jeckovich, answer some questions. It never was about money, nor never will be about money. The only original copy of the book will be in New Orleans at the World War II History Museum. And also we're setting up a booth there for Mr. Jeckovich, AI booth, where 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you can ask Mr. Jeckovich a question and he'll answer it. It'll be very interesting to see how that goes. But right now you have the real deal. He's right here. Look at your screen. If you have any questions for Mr. John Jeckovich, text us. He'll answer them. He always does. The text number is 407-366-0000. Text any questions or comments to Mr. Jeckovich at 407-366-0000. Or as we say on the beautiful island of Hague Point, Defusky Island, South Carolina, we're a little bit different there. We might be a little backwards, I don't know. Text Mr. Jeckovich at area code 407-366-0000. 407-366-00. And thank you for all the people that send Mr. Jeckovich a birthday and Christmas gift from all around the world.
I hope Jennifer's writing those letters.
Oh yeah, all the letters have been written up to now. We're very thankful that most of the gifts you received, we displayed on this YouTube. So you're very thankful and very appreciative, and we thank everybody that sent in a card or comments or some type of gift. It's very nice. So, what do you have to say before I start reading?
Go ahead, read. Start reading.
You have any comments to say?
No.
Mr. Jeckovich is knocking on the door of 100 years old.
Yeah.
What's your secret to longevity?
Genes, the genes.
Genes. What else?
No smoking, no drinking.
What else?
Lead a straight life.
And you jogged for 80 years.
Running was the big thing with me, yeah.
Why did you start running?
Well, like I said before, I read a book on it, and I was interested in it, and I went to it.
Yeah, that was a wonderful thing. How times have changed. When Mr. Jeckovich started running, there wasn't any people jogging. It was an unusual sight to see a man jogging down the road. What would they say to you?
Hey, bum, get off the road.
Hey, bum, get off the road.
Yeah.
What would they throw at you?
Throwing cans at me and everything else.
They threw Genesee beer cans at him. They threw a full can of Campbell's soup unopened, popped him in the head. They said, hey, you can't afford a car? Why? You need to get yourself straightened out.
Yeah.
They didn't understand you weren't jogging for transportation. You were jogging merely for health.
Yeah. Well, they asked me when I worked, they said, how come you don't drive your car here? I said, I walk.
Yeah.
They said, well, how come you walk, you stupid idiot?
Yeah.
Well, they lived in a town of one all over.
Yeah.
They had to drive.
Yeah. And further comments on that, Mr. Jeckovich worked at Kimberly-Clark for 35 years. And did your car tires ever make it to that parking lot? No. He jogged every day for 35 long years. How'd you do it during a snowstorm?
Put long johns on, a wool hat on, and go.
How'd you do it during a pouring rainstorm?
I would put a poncho on and go.
That was it. So you never missed a day.
No.
35 years. That's amazing. That's amazing.
I knew all the neighbors going down to Alabama when I ran. They said, how you doing, Johnny? Going down the run? Yeah, okay, buddy. Take it easy. Yeah.
Did any of your co-workers at Kimberly-Clark jog with you?
No, they didn't know about it, no.
Did your wife jog with you?
No.
No. Did any of your neighbors on Orleans Avenue want to jog with you?
No. Lewinsky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But you know, he set up his locker next to you. He moved next to you, his house.
What?
He moved his house next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be your friend. Maybe it just didn't work out.
Oh.
You know? So that's a very interesting story. That's a very interesting story. We call Mr. John J. Jeckovich the Super Stoner. The Super Stoner. He's been beat up, stabbed, bombed, still a shrapnel on his leg.
Last night I had this foot all night.
Yeah, he's still suffering from frostbite. It bothers him every time it gets a little chilly. And also he had trench foot, and he was shot in a shoulder by a sniper during the Battle of the Bulge. So he's got every which way coming and going. And he, like we say, he takes a licking and he keeps on ticking. Look at him, 100 years old. The only thing that gave out was his knees. And if his knees didn't give out, it'd be a whole different story. But his knees give out. Mr. Jeckovich could read the newspaper without any glasses. He could shake your hand and so much power you can knock his head out. Mr. Jeckovich is sharp as a tack. He reads 2 or 3 newspapers a day, right?
What?
You read at least 2 or 3 newspapers a day.
I used to have Wall Street Journal,
This
yeah.
morning we
Yeah.
have them delivered. What do you want to do about that Wooden Boat magazine? You want to renew it?
Wooden boat?
We paid for a whole year, and I think you got 2 magazines.
Call them up.
Call them up and get them straightened out.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know where the hell they're sending it to.
Yeah, I paid for the whole
And
subscription.
you got like 2. You got 2
Yeah.
out of the 12. I'll call them up tomorrow because there's something definitely wrong. Wooden boat, but you want
We didn't change the addresses or
no,
nothing.
but you like that wooden boat, right?
Well, see, it all goes to the general mailbox next to the house.
Yeah, but it stopped coming. They just stopped. I'll get it straightened out tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you do like that magazine.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna get back to that wooden boat. What got you started doing woodworking?
Huh?
What got you started doing
What's
woodworking?
that, really woodworker?
Yeah, because you're very good at woodworking.
Well, I was doing little carpentry when I was a kid.
Like what kind of?
Uncle Andy told me half of the stuff.
So he taught you.
Uncle Andy, yeah.
He was a jack of all trades. He could do everything.
Yeah, he was smart, 3rd grade education.
When's the last time you seen your Uncle Andy?
Oh, I seen him sitting on the grass in front of the creek on an incline, and I said, I should go over and talk to him. And that was the last time I saw him.
Just the back of his head?
Yeah.
That was at Jill Creek?
Huh?
That was at Jill Creek?
Yeah, yeah.
What was he doing, fishing?
No, he's just sitting there on the grass with his hands on his knee pulled up and looking at the creek.
He lived across the street from Hyde Park, right?
Eli Avenue.
Eli Avenue. And then he would have to come over a bridge.
Yeah.
That little bridge.
wooden bridge, yeah.
So he was he retired at that stage? Was he retired?
Oh, he was retired probably 20 years, yeah.
So he's just sitting there and you didn't have a chance to speak to him.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Jeckovich has never taken a prescription in his life. Not even a baby aspirin.
Well, I'm taking the damn thing tonight.
That's now, but I'm talking about up to 99.2 years, you never took a prescription. So, he's in excellent shape. He's doing quite well. And did you ever think you'd go all the way to 100?
Never thought about it. Never thought about it. Never thought about it.
How long did your dad make it to?
43.
How long did your mom make it to?
89.
Yeah.
Delphine made it to 89 too.
Yeah.
Poor Delphine. Boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
This book is all about Delphine, this chapter, Wedding Jitters. That's Delphine Stulack, who Mr. John Jeckovich married after he was home from the military during World War II. And they went to the Catholic Basilica in Tonawanda, and Mr. Jeckovich proposed marriage to her. She accepted, and then he went to the altar and he kneeled and he said a prayer for a long marriage.
Yeah.
How'd that prayer work out?
Well, we're married 69 years.
I guess your prayers were answered.
No, plus the bus.
I think your prayers were answered.
Yeah. Well, it was a lot for Delphine too. Delphine was a sweetheart.
Yeah, of course she was. Everyone liked her, and she'd light up the room, and she never had any enemies. She always smoothed things out. She always smoothed things out. And she was a really big asset and friend to your mother.
Oh yeah, my mother got to her. Yeah. My mother was lower, and Delphine come along. Yeah. And then when Delphine started to drive, my mother grabbed her more.
Yeah, that was a beautiful family match right there. Wow.
And then when we lived upstairs, we were right next to her. We could control her all the time. She lived downstairs, we lived upstairs.
Yeah, you're right on it. You're right in the same building. That was beautiful.
They said, what are you living upstairs for? You can't afford a house?
Who the hell would say this now?
Damn assholes at work.
Oh, man. Didn't the assholes at work always want you to go to the spot, the red spot?
Yeah, across the street, yeah.
What would they do? They'd just talk?
No, they talk how bad they work today and all this shit.
And then they have at your work, they have football teams or bowling leagues.
Oh, yeah.
Softball.
Mostly bowling. Bowling was a big thing, yeah.
And who was like the star bowler there?
Uh,
Who was the star bowler?
Dixie Davis.
So he was like the hero.
Yeah, he was a hero. Where the hell is he going?
Oh, no, I'm good, thank
So
you.
he was like the hero, Dixie Davis, right?
Huh?
Thank you very much.
Dixie
He was
Davis.
like the hero, Dixie Davis,
Yeah,
right?
he's a hero.
Was Dixie Davis in World War II?
Yeah, I think he was, yeah. I don't think he got overseas or
No,
nothing.
he was rear echelon.
Yeah.
He was rear
I
echelon.
don't know if he got it or not.
Uh-huh.
Dixie Davis, yeah.
Was Belinsky in World War II?
Yeah, I think so, yeah, but I think he was in rear echelon outfit.
Rear
Yeah.
echelon. Speaking of rear echelon were very good people, but they never made it to the front line.
Yeah.
Tell us about what rear echelon is.
Rear echelon is people that support the people up in the front line.
Very important.
Yeah, they're important, yeah, because we never could do nothing. We need the supplies, we need the information.
And they never made it to the front combat zones.
Well, that they were set there for life. They didn't want to go up there.
Yeah.
We were 33s. We were combat age, 19 years.
Yeah.
That's combat age, 33.
33 is the code for 18 and 19-year-olds. Those are the fighting age. During World War II, there were 16,400,000 young men and women participating in World War II. We're down to less than 90,000 total. Out of the 16,400,000, we're down less than 90,000. And those living are in the late 90s, early 100s. But an interesting fact, the soldiers, the infantrymen, the ones that fought on the front line, there's less than 6,000 of those.
Combat.
Combat, yeah, good point. There's less than 6,000 combat infantrymen left. 6,000. And we're losing them at a rate of 150 per day. So do the math.
Natural causes.
Huh?
Natural causes of diseases or
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're losing them right at 150 a day. So here's the time. You want to ask a real World War II combat soldier questions. Once again, text them. 407-366-0000.
They won't ask. They won't ask.
Any question or comment, they feel free to ask. We're down to less than 6,000 World War II combat vets. So that's an interesting part of it all. Very interesting. So we're just getting started on this chapter 22. I think I'm into it for a few pages. Let me see.
I hope we got that whole book together there somewhere.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
got it covered.
Remember that book was in the drawer downstairs?
Yeah? Okay. Wedding jitters and a new life. This is where about 2 pages into it. I met Mother and she immediately asked if Delphine was at the house. When I replied that she was pleased and said she had a little dinner planned. She had started on it before she left for work that morning. I knew it would be spaghetti and her favorite sauce, which she had simmering for some time. How was your mother's spaghetti?
Good, yeah. My mother was a good cook.
Yes. Mother greeted Delphine warmly and said how pleased she was to see her once again. She asked how she liked the appearance of the apartment, and Delphine expressed much pleasure with it. She only regretted that she was not of much help and felt that she should have done more. Mother only brushed it off aside, saying that I did not have anything else to do and it kept me busy. What's a minute? After Mother's delicious spaghetti dinner,
10 minutes.
what kind of spaghetti dinner? What did she have, meatballs or sausages?
Meatballs.
And she made them, how'd she make them?
Make them from scratch.
But what'd she put in them?
Hamburg, onions, peppers,
Eggs?
an egg, crack an egg yolk in that, and put it in
Breadcrumbs?
breadcrumbs, yeah.
So it's really something special.
Yeah.
Man, you can't find that today. After Mother's delicious spaghetti dinner, I suggested we go furniture shopping and asked Mother to join us.
Mendelssohn, yeah.
Yeah. To my surprise, she accepted our invitation, and I was pleased that she would go with us. I had only one furniture store in mind, and that was Mendelssohn's on Main Street.
Yeah.
Was that a big furniture store?
That was a big furniture there, yeah.
How long has Mendelssohn's at this time been in business?
Before that, it's probably 20 years.
So
That was
they're
the
well
second
established.
generation.
They were well established.
Yeah.
We arrived there shortly after 6 p.m. and left the establishment after 10. Wow, you put some time in that.
Yeah, we looked at all the stuff. Duffers get all excited about the stuff she's buying and everything else.
An hour after they formally closed. During the in time, we selected all the furniture along with the rugs for the entire apartment. Delphine did not know what to think. She was flabbergasted at the amount of furniture we were selecting and consigning to our apartment. Mother also got caught up in a buying frenzy, and I believe she was enjoying herself. When we left Mendelssohn's that evening, we had purchased everything from the tables to a queen-size bed and much in between. Do you still have that dining room table today?
No.
I thought that's the one in your kitchen.
That was the one in the kitchen, yeah.
So you still have it today? That dining room table?
Yeah, it's in there, yeah.
Yeah, you still have it.
Yeah.
It's in pretty nice shape.
But the legs are gone. The legs are gone, yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's in shiny shape. It's nice. Still right in
It was a wooden table, yeah.
yeah, still right in your kitchen. Mother was also enthusiastic and did mention something to the effect that she enjoyed herself tremendously and was heartened by the fact they were buying instead of just looking. After we returned home from Mendelssohn's, Mother made some tea and we discussed the various items we had purchased, with Mother and Delphine exchanging comparative remarks regarding each item. I listened mostly, talking delight in watching Mother and Delphine as they talked about various pieces of furniture. Delphine was euphoric over the entire episode and was talking to Mother in a candid and forthright manner, almost as if they were mother and daughter. This helped to dispel some of the apprehension I had felt earlier in the week regarding Mother and her attitude, and I felt somewhat relieved as I watched them talk.
Well, they had Delphine. If you had something like Clint's wife or something, she'd never make it.
Never make it. Yeah. We left the house around midnight with Mother, reluctant for us to leave. She wanted to talk at length about many matters, and Delphine was perfectly content to oblige. It was only after I recounted the lateness of the hour that Mother finally agreed that we should leave. Delphine kissed Mother goodbye, saying that she would return the next week, probably on a Saturday, and then would go shopping once again. Does this like you can remember every detail of this?
Yeah.
You can see it all happening?
Yeah.
What a mind. I don't know how you can put this together on paper like this. Mother stated that she would enjoy that, but this time they would shop without me tagging along. Okay. Delphine smiled at the interference, taken as an assessment of the chain of thought on Mother's part. As we drove to Buffalo, Delphine was still in a state of bewilderment over the events that evening.
Well, she was wondering why we were spending so much money.
Oh yeah, you got everything from every room you got covered.
Yeah.
How long did it take Mendelssohn's to deliver all this furniture?
One day.
You had it the next day?
No, it was a week later. Well, they had to get it all together, to make out the requisites and all that
And
nonsense.
they put it all in the right spot for you?
Yeah.
You didn't basically have to do anything, right?
No.
She sat close to me, talking excitedly about this particular piece of furniture, or the color of the rug going in the living room, or the splendor of the table lamps sitting on two mahogany end tables.
Oh, those table lamps, boy, she got hot. Those table lamps, she went in love with those table
Oh,
lamps.
tell me what they look like.
Well, they were table lamps with a big red shade on them.
Right?
And they weren't cheap table, they weren't lamps either.
And you still have those today?
Yeah,
Wow, they've lasted 80 years.
yeah.
Wow. Well, what type of end tables did you have?
And wooden end tables.
But you didn't have your...
They had a plastic insert of
Was it
leather.
leather?
Yeah, leather, and there was a border all the way around it.
Wasn't that nice? You have those tables today?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That truly is wonderful. Let's see. We stopped at McDonald's on the boulevard for a cup of coffee.
That was the first time McDonald's opened up.
What?
That was the first day they opened. The first week they opened up.
No
McDonald's,
kidding.
yeah.
That's amazing. For coffee, and it was here that she began a little reflective, and once again, she brought up the subject of contributing. You know, I haven't have anything to contribute towards paying for all that, which was purchased tonight, she stated. For the first time, that evening events became somber and cheerless.
Well, see, Delphi come from the same setup that she was neglected at home, and that her oldest sister, Jenny, was the one who worked in Washington, everywhere thought she worked for the president.
So let me try to understand this. Her mother and father were nice people, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't cough up any money
For what, the wedding?
for the wedding?
Well, there's a protocol they went through. The father pays so much of the wedding, and if the mother, if you're a wife, if you're a woman, they pay so much, and if you're a man, you pay so much. There's a protocol going
So
on.
everything went smooth.
Yeah.
But how about, did they kick in for the furniture?
Well, they didn't even talk about it.
Okay, so it didn't happen.
Well, if they didn't talk about it, I didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, the mother was living alone. The father passed away. Remember, 43,
Yeah.
and she couldn't afford it.
I met Delphine's mother and father.
Delphine's mother and father.
Yeah.
Well, he was born in Niagara Falls. He'd come over and he'd leave us after 10 minutes talking to us and go down the street on East Fall Street, talk to all his buddies.
At the Polish Nook.
Yeah, at Polish Nook and Tavern or whatever we went to.
Didn't you go into the Polish Nook as a boy? Did you deliver newspapers there?
I delivered there, yeah. They never paid though.
They never paid.
Yeah,
But that Polish Nook on East Fall Street is still in the same location.
yeah.
And didn't you have your mother's funeral reception there?
Yeah, my mother used to go there. I used to go with her. She liked to go to that Polish Nook. She had good Polish food.
So she really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
When you used to go with her as a boy, was the menu in Polish?
No, it was in English.
But the meal.
Well, they had a supplement menu that probably people couldn't understand English.
Did you play the accordion at that time?
I played an accordion and the organ.
When you went to the Polish Nook for lunch, was accordion music always played?
Oh yeah,
That's interesting.
Lawrence Welk.
Wow.
Lawrence was a typical Swede.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's amazing that Polish Nook is still there today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real small restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah.
On East Fall Street.
And
Yeah.
at one time, as the city transitioned, it was in a really, really bad area.
Yeah.
But then it went back. It started off in a good area, went into a very bad area. Now it's in a good area again.
Well, the people that moved in were young kids, bought houses there, and they settled down.
Cleaned it up and made it nice.
There was second generation going out.
30 seconds.
So you remember the Polish Nook quite well.
Yeah.
Wow. What was your favorite meal there?
It was probably stuffed cabbage.
That was good?
Yeah.
And what was your mother's?
My mother ate same thing.
Same
But
thing?
we had a good dessert. They made good desserts there.
Like what?
Oh, cream puffs,
Wow.
chocolate cake,
Wow.
custard pie.
All handmade.
Yeah.
5. All right, we'll pick this up tomorrow.
Got another one